Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to what I think is going to be the penultimate episode of Season 1 here in Gibraltar before we have our big move over to Spain, which will be really, really good fun. Since you guys were last here, I tell you what, we've been in terrible form. You were last here for the 4-0 win against Europa FC and the 1-0 win against Manchester 62, I should say. Since then, look at this. 3 draws. We carried on winning by beating St Joseph's 3-1 with some good goals in there from Debar, Hernandez and Yaya. But then a 0-0 draw with Glacis, a 1-1 draw with Magpies, which we nearly lost, as you can see. Scott Wiseman scoring in the 91st minute there to rescue the point for us. We then beat Lynx in the Gibraltar Cup quarter-finals, but had to go to extra time for it as well. So technically 4 draws, actually, because if that stopped at 90 minutes, that would have been a draw. And then we had a 2-2 draw with Europa FC. So I'll be honest, it's been a very weird in-between episodes. We did get back to winning ways against Manchester 62, though, with a 3-1 win there, which was great. But as you'll notice, Kike hasn't scored since that game against Europa FC, which is a little concerning. And it's not like we weren't doing very well in these games. If we look at the match stats, for example, against Glacis, 15 shots, we've not scored. Well, I can see, look, our expected goals, 2.1 there, expected goals. So unlucky there. Against Magpies, for example, let's have another look. A 1.86, so nearly 2 goals there. To be fair, should have done better in that one. Against Lynx, are we home or away? We're the away team, a 1.77 there with 21 shots that we had in that game. And then against Europa FC, if we have a look there at the expected goals, only 0.98 to be fair, but 14 shots we had in that game, like we should have done a bit better. Now, part of this will be because I was trying out some slightly different formations, same sort of tactical approach, but just different formations, just to see how we could use some of these for next season, because I feel like we've pretty much wrapped up the league. So I was open to experimentation, but clearly the experimentation hasn't worked all that well. So the plan for today's episode was to play Glacis twice, once in the league and once in the cup. And if we beat them in the league, that would mean we would have won the league title. However, because games happen at different times and teams play at different times because we only use one stadium, we've actually already won the league title. You can see with 3 games to go, we are 10 points clear of Europa FC. So we've won the league title. Basically, my plan was to, obviously we won that last game against Manchester. Europa were playing after us, so there was a chance that they were going to win their game, probably were going to win their game, and if they won it, then they would have stayed within 9 points of us with 3 games to go. If we'd won this one, we would have won the league title. But Europa didn't want to play ball with that. They lost their game, which then meant we won the league title. So that wasn't, it didn't happen on episode basically, but we should be able to see us lift the league title today in the game after the game, I would imagine. So obviously, slightly anticlimactic. Wanted to do it on an episode so we'd actually win the trophy on an episode. And I guess we technically will do if the celebrations are there, but Europa have let us down there a little bit. So we're going to jump into the first game of today's episode, in the first game against Glacis in the league anyway, and hopefully see us lift that league title. In goal, we've got Chino with a backline of Brito, Lopez, Cipollina and Wiseman. Yaya, Moreno and... My phone's ringing again. It's not the chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrey Shtygel is on. Andrey, hello matey, how you doing? It's great to hear your voice. How are things? How are things? How are you getting on with your band and things like that? Well, good. I'm glad you're finding some time. Painting sounds wonderful, to be fair. I mean, I've always pictured you as an artist, really. You're an artist on the pitch, so it makes sense that you can, paint some Picassos or something like that. Not Picassos. Andrey Shtygel originals. Well, I'd buy them, and I'm sure everyone else would want to buy them as well. Yeah, it sounds great. Why are you calling? What's going on, man? You want to get back into football once your band's over? I tell you what, we've got a bit of a project going on here. I'm not quite sure how we'd maybe get the work permits. We'll have to do some fiddling around with some stuff maybe. But obviously, you're quite used to fiddling around with things in football, aren't you? Lol. Okay, sorry, I won't bring it up again. Sorry. Yeah, well, basically, we're moving to Spain, Lincoln Red Imps, and we're going to need some players. Do you reckon you could round up a few people? Obviously, yourself included, but do you reckon you can just round up a few people to help us out? Because we're going to need some good players next season to sort of supplement our squad a little bit, because we've not got a big budget. So, if you could get a few people, cheekily pay them off some... No, sorry, I won't say it again. I won't bring it up again. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Well, let me know who you can get, and we'll see you in summer. We'll see you in summer for the first training sessions of a new season, I suppose. Yeah. Andrey, it sounds great. I can't wait to see you. All right. Have a good one, mate. Love you. Bye. Whew. He wants to come and play for us when we move to Spain. You can't say no to Andrey. So I was about to say Diego in the starting lineup. Sorry, Diego. Next season, you're probably going to be out for Andrey instead because it's Andrey Shtygel. So enjoy it whilst it lasts, Diego. On the wing, we've got Cipollina, obviously. Oh, the Cipollina Shtygel combination. Phew, that could be absolutely incredible. And then Hernandez on the other wing and Kike starts up front. So as kickoff is upon us in the league game against Glacis, I am just sat here wondering who Andrey could bring along with him. Obviously, I said to him, get scouting out, put some feelers out to some players who we might like and things like that. And we'll see what goes on as Hernandez gets an offside goal, so it doesn't really count. I tell you what, I'm just so looking forward to next season. Next season is going to be a lot of fun. A new challenge. It's a long way for us to build up again. Obviously, we've got a long journey to go to La Liga and then try and win La Liga and then try and win a Champions League. I think it's the best way for us to do it. We could have stayed here in Gibraltar, but I think that would have got very, very boring and very stale very quickly. So I'm glad that the majority of you seem to really like the change that we're making and moving to Spain. I know a few of you are a little bit, I'll stay in Gibraltar, build the nation up, but we can still build that nation up. Because we're going to have some ties to Gibraltar still, but I don't want to give away too much about that just yet. In the meantime, we still haven't scored against Glacis, and we're still not going to score with free kicks like that either, as Diego on the ball, his days are numbered, he's worried about it. He knows that Shtygel's coming to take his place, as Chino on the ball at the back. Clears it up to Yaya, back to Chino. Come on, boys, let's get this ball forward. Let's get it sorted out as Lopez up to no one. This is maybe our issue. We've not been... we've been misplacing a lot of passes in recent games as Kike finally gets another goal and puts that one in the back of the net. We are 1-0 up now, and we should be lifting the trophy come the end of the game. A lot of the good players that we had in around the block that he would have known, because obviously he was, a manager, an assistant manager to us quite a lot of the time, were all regens. So, he might just bring people from other saves. You never know. He might, hop into a hot to a top or a Gateshead save or something like that and just try and bring some players along. I don't really mind. I don't really care who he brings, just as long as he's here. Andrey, it'd be great to have him back with us once again. He is in the game, and he does actually have a ban in the game. He's banned from every single game until, I think it's the 1st of February 2021. So I guess he actually is past his ban now in this, as Glacis have equalised against us. So clearly the researchers know exactly what they're doing when it comes to Andrey Shtygel and giving him that ban for a long, long time. Cipollina can't quite get his head on the ball there from that cross, as Diego does finally get himself a goal. We're now 2-1 up in this game, and Diego, he can hear me. He knows that he's being replaced. He's trying to prove his worth. Doesn't matter, Diego. You could literally score 100 goals in a season and Shtygel would still be replacing you. I tell you what though, it is quite a nice header to be fair. Very well cushioned into the corner. But as the game draws to its end with 10 minutes or so to go, I think we've just about done enough to pick up the 3 points here. Not when it matters because we've already won the league title, but we want to keep winning. We want to have a completely unbeaten season in the league as well. That'd be fantastic. And as the clock does tick down, there we go. We've won it. Do we get to see us lifting the trophy? Because I don't know where this trophy lifting comes in. I've seen people tweet it on Twitter, and I've won trophies with Lincoln on a save, with Gateshead on a save. But I've not actually seen the trophy lifting thing, so I feel like I must be skipping past it. Obviously, it's not happening right now. So, dressing room, outstretched arms, well done, lads, a good win for us. Press continue. Nothing. Can we press continue again? See, I don't know where this trophy... I've seen loads of people tweet it, this trophy celebration thing, and I've never seen it in game yet. Hopefully, we'll beat Glacis once again in the cup semi-final, and then win the cup final, and then we'll get to see the trophy celebration then. That would be great. So I think we're going to go for the exact same lineup again. They played pretty well in that previous game. I think Roy Cipollina might want to come off, actually. Let's bring Cassiar. He's not very good either, is he? Who do we bring on at the back? No one's really good as a centre-back, but they all play well together right now. We've got 8th best centre-back Cipollina. Who's better? Joseph Cipollina is essentially better. Can he even play? He can play centre-back. He's supposedly the second best. Basically, Joseph Cipollina is just the best player in any position right now. Scott Wiseman, Jesus Toscano, Ethan Brito, Kian Ronan. Let's put Kian Ronan on for a little bit. He looks like he could be decent. We always play Roy Cipollina because, hang on, if I just get rid of my... You can see down here, look, at the bottom, 5 minimum players need to be trained in Gibraltar. Cipollina is one of those 5 players, so he's got to play pretty much. So no changes to the lineup at all then, we'll just go with what we played last game. So once again, kickoff is upon us against Glacis. Once again, we are the away side as we play in the Cup semi-final now for a place in the Gibraltar Rock Cup final. Oh, you hate to see it. Immediately, Kike is injured. Who are we going to bring on the pitch for him instead? Debar did score quite a few goals, actually, in between episodes. So we'll give him a little run out to see what he can do. But literally, as soon as the season split in half, Kike just stopped scoring goals, did not know what he was doing, and basically forgot how to play football, I think, because he's only scored, 2 goals since the league split in half after scoring, I think it was 12 in those first 10 games of the season, which was pretty mad. We've given away a penalty, though, which is a bit frustrating, as Glacis look to step up. Will they score it? They do. And earlier on in the season, I'd always be like, it's fine, we're going to come back and win this easily. Now we've got the second half of the season and we keep drawing games. I'm not so confident about that. Oh, we've just had a man... Hernandez has just been sent off for a second yellow card offence there. Well, that's less than ideal. Let's move Cipollina into the middle. He can't play there, can he? Yaya swap with Moreno. Moreno up there. Debar on the wing, please. And then we'll have to bring Cabrera on as a striker. This could be our first loss this could be our first competitive loss in Gibraltar this season. We lost, obviously, in the Europa League. That doesn't quite count. It was Granada. In terms of actually playing domestic football, we've not lost a game this season. And, we've hit the post. I'm worried now. We've had a man sent off. We're 1-0 down thanks to a penalty. Yaya puts the ball in the middle. It's cleared. No one's getting anywhere near that. But Wiseman pumps it forward. We might lose this and not win the cup now. I'm going to throw a bottle. I'm far from pleased. Players look demotivated. Do I care? No. We are so much better than this team. We should be demolishing them. And yet there they are, just sat back like a little bunch of losers. Come on, lads, play fair. Let us score a goal. Make this interesting as Brito puts the ball into... No one's there to win the throw-in. That's not so great. But Brito puts it back in the middle. His cross is terrible. I can't believe what's happening here. We could be about to bottle the cup. I thought this season would be great. We'll get a domestic double, the league and the cup. And yet here we are in the semi-finals, potentially about to bottle things, just like we did on stream the other day with Gateshead in the semi-finals of the the FA Trophy. Luckily, Cabrera has just pulled one back. If you want to watch the Gateshead stream, by the way, we stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and at the moment it's turned to Sundays. It's meant to be Saturdays, but we've turned to Sundays recently. So make sure you go follow me on Twitch, link down below, and come join a stream. We'd hugely appreciate it, and hopefully this will be the start of not bottling things. Annoyingly, I don't think Glacis have had a shot since our man was sent off. It's been all us, pretty much. 15 minutes or so to go. I'd make changes, but I don't think anyone's going to come off the bench that's going to change the game for us. So I'm going to leave it for now and just shout fire up to the team. We've got 8 minutes to score a goal. We can come back from this. Even with 10 men, we are good enough. We are unbeaten so far this season. We are a class team. But I'm struggling to see where the goals are going to come from right now with only 10 men on the pitch, and we seem to be very ineffective going forward in recent weeks as well, hence the draws and things. And we've got obviously a leaky defence a little bit as well, hence all the draws that we've had. Luckily, we've not been losing, but that could be about to change. That's a huge block from our defence there, as we've had an injury to Diego now. Kian Ronan, on you go. See what you can do out there, lad. But this is not looking good for us. Throw in, Brito puts it into Cipollina. Cipollina into Cabrera, who scores. It's not offside. Come on. I really think that's offside. I think the linesman has done us a huge favour here. Cipollina back to Brito. Oh, I tell you what. I hope they show us a replay, because that is really tight. Really tight. Can we zoom in on this? We can't zoom in on this anymore. What's the camera angle? I mean, it's not... Basically, that's as tight as it can get. And I think if we were using the VAR in the Premier League, where you've got an arm stuck out and it's offside, I think that could have been classed as offside. That is too close to call. We've got so lucky there. So lucky. And that was the 90th minute as well. I've just realised that was the 90th minute. By the skin of our teeth, we've got to a cup final. You've done well to get to a final, lads. Congratulations. I'll keep morale boosted, but we made hard work of that. PK out for 4 months now. Well, that's him out for the rest of the season. Not that he's been that effective in the second half of the season, so we don't mind too much. Diego out for 5 to 8 days. We will miss him because he's a very good midfielder. Looks like we're finally getting a bit of form back, which is good. If we can go and win these games against St. Joseph's and Bruno's Magpies, that'll be really good. My plan was to play these games next episode, but we've won the league now, so there's kind of no point. So, tomorrow's episode will just be the Gibraltar Rock Cup final. We will do it as a YouTube premiere, so that comes out essentially like a live stream, but we all watch it together at the same time. It's all pre-recorded, obviously, but we can watch it together. So that will come out tomorrow at 8 PM UK times, and obviously it will come out and you get to set reminders and things like that. So keep eyes on social media for when I post it, and then you can set your reminders and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for today's episode. So until that cup final and until next time, hopefully you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure you drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.